All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, traders. Welcome back. Welcome back to another live session. So today's Thursday. It is April 4th. Well, April 11th, 2024. And we've had 3 red days in a row. This sounds familiar, right? This sounds familiar as it's something that happened to us, I think, just 2 weeks ago. So today we're definitely looking to turn things around. And the aim today really is to, if we can get green, right? Even if it's just a couple $100 and get the heck out of here, right? Sometimes the red days will come and, unfortunately they're close together. But that's okay. We've been managing risk well. All of these red days have been well within our, our risk management system, right? Nothing out of the ordinary. Yesterday there was no recap. We did, of course, trade live, so there's always that transparency there. But there's no recap. Had a ton of stuff going on, and it was such a slow day, right? I didn't want to come on here and just kind of say, hey, everything was choppy, right? So we'll see how today goes. And here's another thing, right? Whether I'm green or red, like $500 or less, it's really difficult for me to do a recap unless the day has been a very eventful day and maybe I was like big green or big red and then kind of made a recovery or something. It's been years of recaps, and sometimes it does get a little repetitive for me, right? So it's this thing where, like, the best way to compare what we're doing here, I think it's almost like watching the news, right? Or in a sense of a recap. It's like it's not the same, but it's pretty similar, right? It's like if you turn on the 9 o'clock news, you're gonna hear, there's a traffic jam. There's a, so some days when it's slow, I'm just not going to do a recap, right? On all the eventful days, there's definitely going to be a recap. But with that being said, let's get into today's watch list, right? I did upload the archives. The archives were uploaded. But yeah, let's talk about today's watch list. So we got a couple of stocks moving. In fact, yeah, there's three that I'm really watching. And one of them is from yesterday. So there's RLYB. This one is up 100% with 27 million shares of volume. There's also ELYM. That one is up 52%, 11 million shares of volume. And then I'm also watching ADIL from yesterday for a potential continuation move here. Those are the three that I'm keeping an eye on. ADIL, not a bad move yesterday. And today it somewhat held up its levels. Pre-market, really, let's say pre-market wasn't a bad move. Into the open, we didn't see a ton. After hours and power hour, we kind of saw a move up, but today it's holding up. So, kind of watching to see if we can take yesterday's high. If it does, then that wouldn't be bad, right? So that level is at 274, and after our highs are 307. Will day number 2 be better than day number 1? We don't often see this, but sometimes it is the case. I got to be careful with leaving an open bottle of water here. So let me take a sip. Yesterday, the only thing that saved me was the fact that it was empty because I knocked it over onto the keyboard. And that would have been a mess. And this keyboard is pretty expensive. I think it's like $100. $100 to the depths. So yeah, ADIL not looking bad. In terms of like daily levels, I had, let's see here, the 200 EMA was at, let's see, 351. Let's get rid of this one. Yeah, 351 to 200 EMA. I had 417. and then 886 if it's to really be very, very strong. Yeah, so we'll see how this one does. That's ADIL, continuation name. For our fresh stocks, we got RLYB as today's leading gapper. Doesn't look too bad. So I'm looking back around 7 a.m. We had a huge surge, nice move up, and then we kind of had this, downtrend here. A bit of a wedge, bit of a flag, and then we had new highs, not bad. Lows of our current area, our current pullback has been 317. It's kind of low, but also okay. 329. Okay. I'm gonna also map out 329. I want to see, anytime it breaks below 29, how is it gonna do, mid 20s, low 20s, high teens for this one? In terms of where we can go, let's see the daily chart. The 200 EMA is at 325. Oh, let's get that in. There we go. I'm not seeing a lot of major levels. I'm not seeing a ton of major levels. 560, 596, 633. Yeah, I'm not seeing a ton of major levels. There might be some decent room to the upside here. Well, can we go, even if it's in 25-cent increments, can we get up to 350 again and 375, 425, 450? We'll see how this does. Looks like it has potential, but it'll come down to the price action. So that leaves us with ELYM. That's the last one here. By the way, let me make sure to turn on my screen recording. Guys, make sure you're recording your screens. That way you can go back and review trades later. So ELYM, this one is up 52% with about 12 million shares of volume. We got the pre-market high at 4.55. We got the lows at $4. Let's see, in terms of the daily chart. Also one of these charts where it doesn't look like we have a ton of upside resistance in proximity. $4 can definitely, we're above that level. $4 can definitely act as support, let's say, hopefully. Going back, let's see. Maybe 542. Yeah, 542, but perhaps an area or a target, 540. There was a drop off on April 20th of last year with a high point of 845. Perhaps that's an area I can keep an eye on as well. Not seeing a ton of obvious levels. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We're not seeing a ton of obvious levels, so we'll see what this stock does. Thursday, 3 red days in a row. What will it be today? As I come in, I never know what the day is gonna be. But I am always confident in myself to be disciplined. I'm always confident in myself to remain patient and not do something out of the ordinary, out of character. I'm not looking forward to breaking any rules or doing anything wild. I'm looking to be disciplined, looking to wait for those key opportunities. And if I see them, then I want to be more on the offensive. So I see CADL is being mentioned for a few people. Let me check that one out. Yeah, yeah, it's a good bounce here. I'm gonna add it to the list, to my recent list. CADL, maybe I watched this one over ADIL. The chart looks a little bit better here for pre-market. This one is also continuation. Pre-market high up here at 676. Low of the pullback, a little lower, down at 607. All right, we'll see what this one does. But yeah, just as we're heading into the open, as I was saying, I'm looking to be disciplined today, not looking to force anything. I'm looking to trade to the best of my abilities. So with that being said, let's remember the risks of day trading. Let's remember that day trading is risky. We'll bring the disclaimer up again. Risky business. So take it slow, take it easy. Don't force things if you're new, or even if you've been around the block a couple times, but you're not where you need to be with that consistency. Guys, utilize the small share size and do not rush the rush. All right. Utilize the sim. That's what I did, right? Practice first. All right. Other than that, remember the live streams and recaps are never a reason to try and copy trade wildly. That's just not the way to go. It takes months, more commonly years. All right. Lastly, I do not invest for my subscribers. So what that means is that I will never message you first. I will never entertain any conversations about copy trading or mirror trading. Be careful out there. Small size to start. Which one will it be? Which one will it be? Nothing really looks great for the opening surge, but we'll see. I gotta try to not get red early like I did the last 2 or 3 days. I'll try over 70. Can we continue? Or to the depths? CADL. 688. 93 for the highs. Is somebody shorting it? What's going on? That was a bad fill. I might try again. There's a lot of volume that came in on this candle, but it might have been to the sell side. That was strange. Huge spread. I got 69, small size. That's going to be a good trade, but really small size. Can we get over key levels here? Come on. Seems to be struggling at the highs. ELYM is not bad. What I don't like here is that I already took a fair amount of trades, like 5 to 10 trades, and I'm not seeing anything. So I got to be very careful. We'd love to see a clean move over 7. It has a lot of range. I might watch it ELYM if it gets over 29. Okay, there's 7. Yeah, I'm gonna switch gears. This other one though, it seems like it might be a little thicker. I believe the float was lower, but it seems like there's a lot of sellers here, at least at 430. Until CADL gets over 7 and holds above that level, I'm not too interested. RLYB selling off. So there's 94, 96, 98. Is this it? Can we get through 7? Back down to 89. 20,000 share bid 85. That might have been there already. Let me check out this other one, ADIL. Not much. And I tried a dip. Can we see 70 out of this? I'll try again. I want to see 70 out of this if it's good. I'll add. It's a late add, but let's see how it does. It's a high fill on the add too, really. Oh. Oh, come on, Retta. This is a disaster. That's not bad. I kind of added super aggressively as a bid came in at 90. Those shares are going to get filled. So the dip is good, though. The dip was good. I was better off just holding 3,000 at 60. And then selling at 90, if I would have known. All good in the neighborhood, though. Like, why are we pulling back like this much? Like, what's going on? We went from 50 to 90. What are we still doing here at 62, 63? Like, come on. Let's get going. Unless the bulls are sleeping. Sleeping sound. KB. KB, brother. Where are those bulls? And it might be a stock where you might need to hold a little longer, right? But I'm not willing to adjust my strategy for anything. Stick to the strategy no matter what. ELYM, good push over 30. Disaster of a stock. So I'm leaving that alone. ELYM, moving on. Take that depths to the gallows. Depths of a stock. So moving on, ELYM. Pre-market high is at 55. A good break of 30. Will this one be any better? $20 was a low. 20, no, 18. It's kind of low. It's bouncing though, but that was kind of low. That was pretty low. I didn't wait for support. I just bought 30 thinking that range would have been good, at least plus or minus a couple cents. So from 18 back to 50, I mean, not bad, but, pretty big dip. Will we see something over 54? ADIL, small move. This one is a weird stock, man. There just seems like there's a lot of risk. There's some buying here. Can we try again? Tight stops. And not seeing anything. This momentum is so sorry. Like, what's going on with these stocks? They're struggling for everything here. 52, then 42, then 30. So perhaps only the extended dips. Waiting patiently, reducing size. And I stick to 1,000 shares. I can size up immediately if I need to, but I'd like to see a quicker bounce back up, but at least it's holding up here. We might see a bigger pullback. Let's see what it does. 33, 34. Oh, okay. The low there was 23. Can we see something a little more dramatic here? No fill. I'm looking at the 5-minute chart and I'm wondering if it's on the weaker side. So I got filled at 20. Goodness sake. But ADIL, small move. That fill was highway robbery. This RENT is looking pretty good here. The halt is at 19. Maybe it does get locked in there. I saw this one pre-market, but I thought the volume was too light. It's gonna give a good move. The halt's at 55. Will we see it? It's now moved a little higher to 73. There's a bit of a spread here. That low was about 50. I'm not taking trades right away because I'm trying to get a good bearings of how it's moving. I have the current candle is 30. Trying to get acquainted with this price action. There's a hidden seller. There's a hidden seller 20. There we go, 25. Pretty weak breakouts. Can we hold? Doesn't seem like it did. Waiting patiently. Good push to 50, but you know the bids are coming down. This is dicey. I like that move to 50 though. It's letting me know it can move up pretty quickly once it's ready to go, but CADL, red to green. Doesn't look bad. But you know, over 7 is going to be big as well if it keeps going. We got to clear that level of 60. This one here is giving me mixed reads. Like it's looking good, and but then it's not going. The range down is pretty big. Waiting patiently. Highs around 1350. We had a lowest 1250. Low of the last was 1280. The other one is at 682 CADL. It's moving up. That $7 level is going to be key. If this, I don't know, I might switch back to it because this other one, okay. And I get caught looking away right there. Not good. 19. Come on down. The price is right. Wasn't that, what did I do? Mark it in? Did I not hit the bid? Probably had a terrible fill. It should have been 40-cent trade. I hit the wrong hotkey. Oh, that sucks. That's miserable. It's a good move up. We'll see if there's any dips. Bro, how am I getting filled above the ask, man? Come on. That's just madness. 1437 for the high. I literally see a tighter spread in the ask on the level 2. I'm in. I'm filled above the ask price. Throwing money to the wind. 76 for the halt up. If it goes all the way. There it is. Will it get locked in? That's the question here. Seems like it is. Okay, it is. I did get caught looking at the other stock right there. CADL, which is closer to 7 here on the red to green. Not good. Not good that I'm not massively green after that move. Especially since I caught the dip. I thought what I thought happened is that I put out both hotkeys. Like I thought I took a bid and I marketed in at the same time. So the moment it got the pop, I'm like, okay, let's take that off the table. But the spread must have been huge because when I bought, the bids were at 57. and I'm in at 86, so the spread must have been crazy. And I kind of overlooked the ask price in that particular dip trade. CADL seems to be struggling just a little bit. Resumption time 57 or 56. 56.37. 56.37. I'm gonna look to just get green here and then ease off. I'm just, if I can get green here and then just size down, maybe it might not be worth trying to be super aggressive here. I don't know. I gotta make up my mind. We'll see. We're not really doing well here to start this day. I gotta make up my mind quick. There's only about 2 minutes. Do I want to be on the offensive here, or do I want to just maybe aim for a good trade or two and then that's it? Decisions. And even in that trade, I probably didn't get filled above the ask price. Sometimes the liquidity is just thin, and if you're taking a bigger position, you're buying up the shares, right? And the ask price literally goes higher if there's not enough liquidity. If there's a ton of hidden orders, then you're more than likely going to get filled right in that area where you're buying. But if not, so when I go back and watch the level 2, I'll see. But hopefully it was not highway robbery. So we got less than a minute. I'm going to aim for 2 solid trades and then I'm going to size down. If not, I'm just going to ease off if I don't get that first good trade. Because usually for me, out of the resumption, the first 2-3 trades are like the best trades. CADL is trying again at 690, but the resumption is coming up. $56.37. Currently at $14.76. This is not my day, is it? No dips, no bigger dips. No. It might try for highs. I'll try right here. There's a massive spread. One more time. I was late. Is that a bid? Couldn't tell. Highs at 1685. We might go here. It's having trouble. Can we get through? Undersized down, protect the gains. It's having trouble at 1630 area. There's 50. Perhaps we get a bigger drop. Not a great fill. Still not a great fill. And it held. It held 15. So can we curl back up to 16 over time here? If it breaks down, it needs to reclaim instantly. Okay, there's a small market order going through. It's coming up. I don't want to see 15 again. There's 15.10. It's lingering here for some time. Could still see a good red to green, so watching. Okay, there's 70. Didn't get a chance to get in. It might just go all the way. This is not good. 15.30 from 16.20 or 16.30. It's $1 a share drop. Unless the range here is just this massive. Man. Yeah, the range seems to just be pretty massive. I might let it go. I might let it go here. And then try again. Maybe bring down the max size just a little bit. Okay. It's still struggling. Okay, okay. See, these drops are just maybe a little bigger than I'm anticipating. I'm not getting great fills. We should have made way more there. They're not depths. And it kind of is. Okay, maybe I take this money that I have. This stock, I don't know, it just looks like, even from where I saw it, I think, opportunities to already be up like 4K. This is not good. I botched the resumption somehow. Like I knew there was like 5 seconds. I'm watching, but it's almost like if the 5 seconds are like 1 second. Like the moment I look back, it's already going. Some days are just so strange. But it's all good. The low is 75, the high is at 20, right? 17.20, 15.75. Huge range in that last candle. Not bad. The halt up is at 17.58. I really want to see it actually. Can we see 1758 for the halt up? $17.76 for the halt up. We'll see how these 5 minute candles end because there's a minute left. I definitely wouldn't want to see as much of a wick on this one. Like, can we hold up this area of 16? So far, so good. 53. Kind of high. Low. 20. Time. If it breaks down, it needs to reclaim immediately. Oh, I should have given that more of a chance. But I want the immediate bounce. I want to see that green and, still seeing red on the tape there. Is it going to get back up? Struggling. Yeah. That's not good. I'm gonna wait. It could be on the backside here. That 5 minute candle is not looking good. It could still bounce up, but I'm gonna wait. This was a good stock. I should have been watching this one from the start, but trading the nonsense of CADL and the other one. But at least we're gonna get some sort of green here. ELYM. I do not trust it. I do not trust it here, but maybe it holds up. This was a good stock though. That resumption is what just, threw me off, man. Couple of small things. Not paying enough attention on the resumption. Before the resumption, I think I did take the time to check one of my entries, which is just quite silly to do in the moment. I can wait after to do that. Just not focused enough on those key areas on the way up. CADL is selling off. In fact, if it gets halted down here, I wouldn't mind. Stay locked in, it's like this is just not good enough. Stay locked in during the move, trade to the best of your abilities, and then afterwards, you know, do anything else. Could be interesting if it bases out here, in which case, you know, we could maybe see a curl back up, but the selling volume here is, I'm going to watch this area here just to see what it does. It needs to get over 1650. This could be interesting. Really. But we need candles to close above like 1650. The new candle is 30 seconds out. This is excellent so far. This makes short sellers start to second guess themselves. And makes me feel good about the stock. All right. So I'm going to start looking for entries. It's proving itself here. High of the current candle is 87. The new candle is here. We did open above 50, which is good. Now it's a matter of me being patient. Big Steve, brother. Will we get a chance to shine here? I just gotta remain patient. There's people buying fairly high. Hmm. Hmm. Son of a gun. That doesn't want to come down. Okay. Alright. I mean, high or low, it doesn't matter, right? Either or. $60. What was that? What was that? What was that? That was strange. It's like I put out the bid at 80 and then it goes to 60. I don't get the fill somehow. Do not go to the depths. All you do. Alright, I'm cutting it. This is lower than I would have wanted to see. This is a retest of the lows. I don't want to see this. This could work, but that's not what I was expecting. I was expecting a higher low. I got to retest the lows if we're to put like a zone here. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Didn't expect to see that after such a high move to 1687, but okay. It has been giving big pullbacks. The main thing is for it to hold above 15. If we can keep doing that and curl back up, that'll be good. This candle is about to close in 2 minutes. I think it has another high of day coming. I think another high of day is going to happen. That's the vibes it's giving me. Could be wrong, but we'll see. And of course, over time, right? I don't know if it'll be a quicker move or maybe a bit more drawn out move, but we'll see. Because that last pullback was so big, it's definitely going to throw me off a little bit. But I still want to be able to be in. If I expected a retest of the lows, I would have bought down there, right? But I just wasn't anticipating that much of a drop. Low pullbacks, I tell you. 45. I did get a higher fill too in the spreads. Well, let's just say filled in the spreads, not really a higher fill. That was expected. The new 5 minute candle, a couple seconds into it. The halt opposite 1750. What is fill? Oh my gosh. I gotta start buying the bids here. Okay, it might be time to just buy the bids. Goodness. Despite the I'm trying to buy as the bid is coming down at times, but the spread isn't really tightening up in those key areas, right? So of course you gotta expect a filled yask almost every time. It's like rejecting this move here. It's good that it's holding up high. So will we try again? I think we should at some point. All right, let me see if I can't, if we get another one more good sequence, one more good sequence is all we need for something spectacular to happen here. Even with this small size, I mean, we can size up too, but even with this small size, I think it's best for me to stick to small size at this point to give myself more of a chance of not going back red. Because with big size, I mean, just one bad fill or one losing trade or something like that, and it's back flat. So I think I'll stick to 700 shares and 1500 max and just try to lock in some small base hits if we can get that next move. Damn. There's a 10,000 share buyer, but high fill for me. Can we hold up? Terrible fill there. 1805 for the halt up. 1805. This is such a strong stock, actually. $18.05. Come on, let's see it. $18.32 now. Yeah, I think I need to be more aggressive here. Damn. Oh, and those levels are getting bought up like nothing. It's a little dicey here though in this range. 1750 by 1820, let's say. And that was a good dip. I'm not in it. No reason to not be. Perhaps some hesitation here. The bids need to catch up if we're to see a good move. Come on, explode. To the halt up. Not seeing it. I can try again, but sellers at 50. For what I'm seeing now, if I'm to be at my best trading like amazing trading, like solid, like last week trading, this should be like a $10,000 day again. It has that, this stock has this potential. I mean, especially if you're capturing these same moves with size, you know, it's like $1,000 per trade. I'm late to that entry. It seems like there's a hidden buyer at 50 there. We'll see if it keeps holding. No, not quite. Back down. The high is at 1885. I wouldn't mind seeing a pullback. The halt up is at 1925. If it does go. This day required some aggression. Come on, let's see that drop down. Held up 18. I wanted to see a little bit more. Not a bad bounce there though. Back to 1850. Also, even that entry there at 18, it's like you got to be watching that for the entry, like, because the level 2 kind of hard to get in there. It's at 1802, and then it just teleports up to like 35. Hard to be buying that unless I'm thinking 18 is where the bottom should be, and I'm anticipating that move. I was thinking maybe lower. So good bounce. We'll see if it continues here. Good fill. False breakout. Perhaps a low. There's a bid. I'm gonna hold this for a sec. Can we see something? I'll take a small loss. Those shares are getting filled. Not a great fill. If it gets back over the level, I'll try. There's sellers coming in here, man. Can we continue to be resilient? It's a big battle here. If we see big bids, it should go crazy. Short sellers might get caught here. They might. Which way is it gonna go? Up or down? That dip was just too quick. It looks like it was down because we should have had like 1950 or more. What the, what? Bro, come on, man. The bids teleport back up there. This is why the ladder is probably better in some of these situations, man. I put my bid at 35. The bid teleports to 60. So my bid actually gets put at 60. Come on. Could have been in already holding here. That's a normal thing, just due to the volatility, but now it's like the equivalent of putting out a market order. If it goes here, I might miss it because I'm not in that trade like I should have been. Come on, brother. Son of a gun. Son of a gun. It didn't go, at least not yet. It seems like it's having trouble still. Right. See, that would have been a winning trade of at least 40 cents. Instead, I'm taking a scalp at the highs, losing 10 cents plus. Those are the small key areas that you sometimes need. Is it ready this time? Is the fourth time the charm? I'm gonna let it go because it just keeps coming up and then going down. And can we see a push to 1950? When it dies back down, spreads are getting crazy. To the downside. If we see a stock like this tomorrow, man, I'm not gonna go so easy. So there's the move. Can we hold? Damn, it's a brutal fill. That's a brutal fill. What size? Okay. Here's the move. 60, 88 for the halt up. And it is... We might get locked in here. It's locked in. It is locked in. You got to be careful on this resumption. You got to be careful on this resumption here. The spreads might be crazy. Yeah, today should be like a huge day. A little bit lack of focus, and then also coming off those red days, just a little on the passive side here. A little on the passive side. It just it feels too late to size up at this point. Like it's just too risky. It's too risky. In fact, I'll be sizing down a little bit. Just looking to lock in some small trades and just, 600 and 1200 max. Baby size for the pastor here. The last thing I need is to go flat or go red. Because that could happen in one trade at this price range with this type of size. Even with just 1K shares. You can go right back to flat in an instant. Resumption time at 34:36. We got about 2 minutes and some change. Resumption showing 21:04, 21:50. I mean, it's fluctuating a little bit, but probably around 21, if I had to guess. Maybe higher, 21:50. I got to be better at flipping the switch. And, even besides that, I think my biggest issue today is just not being focused in so many key areas earlier. Because if I connect there, it gives me the confidence to just go crazy. And for sure, we would have had a huge swing. Because with I would have probably been muting like 4,000 shares. You catch a couple losses with that, and you're gonna lose a lot. $34, and let me focus up here so I don't mess up this resumption. 34.36. currently at 2088. What will it be? Such a sweet stock. RENT. Rent the Runway Inc. Anyhow, it's focusing up here. 34, 36. We're currently at 2088. There we go, a couple seconds. Oh, it looked like we would have dipped first. Okay, I'm done. That was a terrible fill on that first trade though, but okay. We got 22.59 for the highs. That was not good. People probably lost money there. Oh, I'll take my gains here and shut it down. That was like a 40% loss on 3 trades, which is, again, if you're using size of like 3, 4, 5K, your P&L is going to be up 4,000, down 4,000. Like that's what it's going to look like. Surprised it's making a new high here. The halt opposite 23.89. There it is. I'm taking my gains off the table, brother. Small green. Mission accomplished. Not the day we would have wanted, but better than nothing. Opting to walk away. The halt up is at 24.47. Halt down at 20.02. Still showing some good signs, but will we hold up? That's the key question. We'll see how this thing continues to shape up. Bit of a consolidation here at the lows. Is this the backside, or are we pulling back here to curl up again? Low of the resumption was 20. Some people might be watching there as the last line. We'll see if it does hold up this area here, though, around 21. It could be good if it does. Bouncing there, not bad. Nice. That was good. Got 60 on the ask out of that. 68, 75. Still here though. Ay, ay, ay. Pastor, Pastor. Not acceptable. Not good enough. Today we should have been flying high, looking to go where we've never went. Got to build up more mental fortitude too towards just, being inconsistent in some areas. Sometimes maybe I ease off a little too much. It's tricky because you want to have that good balance, but sometimes you gotta go for it when the time is right. It's coming down a bit. This could be backside. It's possible, but it's early. We'll see what the stock does. Oh man. Mm-mm-mm. This is good. This is what I like though. This is great. This right here is pretty motivating. I'm feeling even more excited than I felt at the open today. This is interesting here. This is interesting. I'm gonna size down and watch. It seems like we might be having a red to green, but it's not out of the woods just yet. Now bit coming back down though. We'll see if it's able to hold and continue. candle's not going to end in good shape, but we'll see if it continues to hold. 5-minute candles do look good. Ah, come on. Perhaps it retests the lows. This candle here is a bit of a weaker candle, but we'll see. The low is all the way at 2020. So far 21. We didn't quite, we got a few candles to hold above this level, but you know, we'll see. And to be out of the woods, I would say we need to be over 2282, which we kind of got up there and then pulled back. 2293. Let's see how the Discord is doing. Guys, we got 500 plus people watching on. Be sure to hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you are a new viewer. If you don't know, I go live every day, every weekday, around 9:15, 9:20 a.m. Go over the watch list that I'm looking at, and of course, some live trading for about an hour or two every weekday. Red, green, anything in between. We are the most transparent trader there is. There's no tricks, no gimmicks. We are in a live account here at TD Ameritrade. Now I guess we can say Charles Schwab, as the company's been bought out a couple of years ago. Yeah, but we're trading in a live account above the PDT level. We're here every day. Rain or snow, sickness and health. Not my best work today, but you know, I'll take it. I'm pretty excited though. I'm already excited for later today and tomorrow. This motivates me right here because you know, tomorrow if a stock moves like this, it's not gonna get off so easily. You know, not that I'm gonna overcompensate, because if there's nothing tomorrow, then you know, same thing, discipline, patience, and the whole nine. But if something is to be strong, I'm not gonna go easy. I'll be ready for the smoke. I'll be ready for the smoke. You guys will be calling me chimney and exhaust. I'll be ready. Oh man. So crazy that these small things have such a huge impact. That's the field that we're in, you know. It's like small details, you know, how focused you are, how intense you are. You know, are you able to match the intensity of the stock? Not fighting fire with fire, but you know, being prepared, right? Being at the ready, being super reactive, being locked in, as Marcelo would say, right? Being locked in. You gotta come correct, right? Today I was sleeping at the wheels. Happened to me a couple times before, but you know, it's a part of the deal. And another thing is, it's also being in the right place, right? Because I was watching it, you know, some other watch list stocks. I saw this one early pre-market, you know, did not think it was gonna do anything. When I saw the chart, I'm like, yeah, whatever. This is what it looked like. It just didn't look good. And I wasn't paying attention to the scans because I was distracted by watching the other stocks, which were not great stocks to be trading. ELYM, just if we look at this chart, just chop. CADL, a bit of a better chart, but still very choppy as well after the first couple of minutes here. So I was distracted with these, kind of, not keeping my eye on the price. Started off red, 400, coming off of 3 red days, kind of, not super aggressive in that sense. I'm thinking maybe, hey, take it easy. This day is looking a little choppy. Get over to this stock. I recognize it's looking good, but there were big spreads. Couldn't really be too aggressive. And in some key areas where I could have gained the confidence to be super aggressive, it didn't go well. Whether I got a high fill or some, whatever it might have been. There was that area where it was my fault on the resumption where, there was about 5-10 seconds to it. And it's like I wasn't watching level 2 properly. So the moment it starts, I need to be collecting the data to make, the decision. I'm like a half second, 2 seconds late to the resumption, despite even looking right at it. It's like, again, just sleeping at the wheel, right? That's not good, because even there, if I'm to capture good trades there, that could motivate me too to push for that aggression, right? That size. So, messing up in those key areas, fumbling my hotkey. It's like, when I say, okay, it's just not my day, it's like every single area where I could have had the chance to do well, some nonsense. In this particular candle, I buy the dip. I thought I used a limit order and a market order. I thought I did both, but apparently I pressed market only. And I mean, maybe I canceled the limit. I don't know, but anyhow, I'm in at 86. I thought I was getting closer to 50. It does jump up, but because of the high fill, I'm kind of a little distracted. So again, nonsense. Things on my side. Even if I'm in on that trade and it's a high fill, I just made 20 cents. And the stock is about to give another move. Why am I taking a second or two to complain about my fill when I should be watching for the next move? I can do all the complaining at the end of the day. When I'm done, I can stop and sit and rant. But right there, it's just unacceptable. So it comes down to me at the end of the day, right? So no excuses. It's just unacceptable to miss such a beautiful sequence, especially after already capturing the first move. Yeah, regardless of a high fill I'm in, the thing teleports up. I stop and complain. I missed the move from 13 to like 1390. Just so silly to do at this level, like absolutely unacceptable. So tomorrow or later today, I know what I'm not doing. Is to be doing this, not to be doing this nonsense in the key areas. So I kind of fumbled the bag here early in this big green candle. And then, I think this was the resumption here that I mentioned. Just this alone is enough to this right here alone, this move up here alone is enough for an extremely good day. But you got to be locked in all the key areas to position yourself properly to capitalize. And perhaps it's on the backside now, I don't know, but we'll see. So I'll take my green and then I'll come back later, come back tomorrow and make the adjustments. Gotta not have this happen, man. When it should be a really solid day, what I need to be saying is, man, I don't know what I could have done better. That's what I want to be saying on a day like today. So everything that I can control, I need to control. And whatever else happens at that point, that's okay. But I need to be saying, man, what a day. What can I do better? I need to find something to do better. Find an adjustment to make. Rather than all this nonsense of stuff that I could have already did. And be where I needed to be. So the mission is clear. Clear as day. Tomorrow, We shall fly. We shall fly high. We shall fly high. It's also why I should be doing every single recap too, regardless of how small the day is, because even the recaps, what the recaps really does for me too, besides of course studying a little, right? The recap lights a fire under me to come back with more determination the next day. That's something that the recaps also do for me. Because what I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do today's recap, and I'm gonna come and I'm gonna look at this, and all these good emotions again are gonna come back. It's like, clench your fist, and it's like, all right, watch tomorrow. Let us so dare to have a great stock, and even if we don't, I'm still gonna be disciplined. But if there is something great, I'll be ready. I'll be ready. So I encourage everyone here, as we're looking to shut it down, I encourage everyone here to always push for greatness. Really, that's the goal here. It's not about the money, but if I can be my best self, and I can be disciplined towards the rules that I have, the money will have no choice but to come. That's just what it is. That's what it is at this point. If we are our best selves, right? Because the market is the market, right? There's gonna be hot periods, there's gonna be cold periods, in between periods. But we know what it is, and so we have one job, and that is to be the best versions of ourselves. And so we must improve every day and at every chance we get. And I'll keep doing that forever. So, with that being said, for those of you guys tuning in on YouTube, be sure to check out those links down below. For Momo Pro, the chat room, and of course the classes, right? For anybody interested, those 3 links are down below. Feel free to take a look. Feel free to check it out. If you're interested in this hyper scalping style of trading, this quick, fast-paced trading, we have a full-on course that goes from 0 to advanced. All right, so you guys can feel free to check it out. It's called Merciless Markets. The website link is down below. All right, there's a couple of mentors, including myself, of course. The gold membership is our prime package, which includes everything. You guys can check it out. Coupon code TRIAD for 40% off. The curriculum is here. You can take a look at it. Of course, it's not going to let you actually go into the classes, but you can take a look at it, right? From top to bottom, all the way down. This diagram here does show you what's included in your membership, right? Things such as chat room access and so forth, mentorships, one-on-one mentorships. Other than that, check out the Discord, which is our chat room. That's where it goes down. Before the live stream, during the live stream, after the live stream. Some people like the YouTube stream, others prefer the chat room, right? Which is all day long, even including weekends. Back in the days, we used to do weekend calls and just hang out and talk, but we don't do them as much anymore. Maybe something we bring back. But yeah, good place for networking, good place for call outs, especially if you're interested in small cap land, which most people here are. All right. Other than that, yeah, Momo Pro. This is where I get my watch list every day. Coupon code Relentless for 25% off. And so with that being said, if you're going all the way to 4 p.m. or beyond, continue to be disciplined, continue to be patient, keep looking for those opportunities that you know and love. And do not give in to any frustration. Do not give in to any, revenge trading, over trading, none of that negative stuff, man. If you're someone right now watching on, had a max loss day or a terrible day, and you broke a rule, right here, right now is where you have to make the decision. Are you going to continue to snowball, or are you going to do the responsible thing and, tighten up, right? Whether it means shutting it down, reducing size, whatever it might mean for each of us individually. It's up to you, right? You have the control, and do not lose the battle against yourself. All right, you must be at one and at peace within to be able to be consistent outwards in the market. So yeah, stay safe, stay green. we're ending the day, I believe, around 1K. The recap will be out later. Catch you guys next time. It's been Relentless Trader. Hit that thumbs up on the way out. Stay safe. Stay green. Next time. Is it done? Oh, no. Okay, stay safe, stay green. There we go.